예, 반갑습니다. 김스타입니다. 잠깐 이제 게임 발매 사이에 공백이 생겼죠. 한 17일부터 이제 또 나오기 시작하는데 그때까지 잠깐 버틸만한 게임으로 The Book of Unwritten Tales 2편입니다. 간만에 나온 어드벤처 게임이고요. 아마 스팀으로는 있는 걸로 알고 있는데 이번에 플스4 버전으로 한글화가 돼서 나와서 잠깐 해보려고 다운을 받았습니다. 사실상 이렇게 순수 어드벤처 게임을 해보는 건 셜록 홈즈 이후에 처음인 것 같군요. 한번 해보도록 할게요. 오! 한글화 마음에 듭니다. 폰트부터 왠지 좋아. 오케이. 새로운 게임. 프레임은 60이고요. 단계에 좀 걸려가지고 약간 목소리가 이상할 수도 있는데 양해 바라고요. So it was that in that time of deepest despair that an old archaeologist uncovered the location. 신성한 운명의 유물. The artifact could fulfill every wish and thus decide the war for one side or the other. Led by warlock Monkus, son of Archwitch Mortroga, the Shadows hunted for the artifact. And they would have reached it first, were it not for a group of heroes who stood against them. Wilbur, the young gnome who was the first of his clan to become a mage. Ivo, the courageous elven princess from the woodland realm. And the Critter, a hairy creature from the Northlands, companion of the most brilliant of the heroes. Nunu? Nate Bonnet, who was supposed to spend the rest of his life at the side of an elven princess, who deserved a kingdom and all the riches in the world, who should stop wasting time talking about himself in the third person. 야, 이 친구가 주인공이군요. 뭐지? 왜 떨어지고 있어? 바위에 매달리기. 바위에 매달린다고 안 죽는 거 아니잖아.
Good, good. This is good. Although the ground is still getting closer.
바위를 기어올릅시다. 못 기어올르는데? 한 바퀴 돌았어. 오. 구두
Part of the
보기.
jetty. At least some of it survived the explosion.
진짜 순수 어드벤처다. 일일이 지정을 해서 행동을 하는.
If I'm lucky, this will go all the way up to the island. But somehow I really doubt it will.
망함. 오! 뭐야? 저 램프 뭐지? 진이 있는 거 아니야? 문질러. 오. 헐, 진짜 진이네.
Oh, hi Nate. How's it going?
생긴 건
For
도빈
now.
집요정인데?
Could it be that your spell didn't quite work out the way you planned?
I did tell you there were certain risks involved.
뭐야? 선택해야 돼? 도와줘. 찌질.
I could use some help here, Benny.
Well, you did see what happened last time I cast a spell.
Time to make up for it then. Now shake a leg.
Oh, I don't know. I might just end up making everything worse.
내가 알아서 잘할게.
Excuse me, I'm sorry for the disturbance. Don't know what came over me.
Yeah,
I'm fine on my
잘할게.
own.
Oh, really?
No, Benny, not really. Not even close.
Ah, humor. Funny.
Let me see. I'm accompanying tons of boulders in a plummet to certain painful death. My death. So just how do you think you could make things any worse?
Worse? I could set the air on fire, or it could start smelling very bad.
Can't you just stop time? Or wings! Give me wings! How about that?
Oh, this is all terribly complicated. I really don't feel up to it today, Nate.
Benny!
Perhaps tomorrow? I really do need to think through what's happened today properly.
You get me out of the mess you got us into right now!
Please don't yell at me! I just can't take it anymore!
Benny!
뭔데? 뭔데?
Ah!
개노돔.
The state he's in, we can forget about miracles. I gotta find something easy, something even he thinks he can do.
양탄차 타고 날아다닐 것 같은데? 오,
A flying carpet. Is that too much to ask?
I'm not talking to you.
뭔데?
Why you? I'm sorry I criticized your work, Benny.
And?
And that I shook your lamp. And everything else. You meant well.
Well, all right then. I forgive you. What can I do for you?
Carpet!
A flying
진짜
car.
옛날 느낌 난다, 게임.
Shouldn't be too hard. Should I really dare? Am I really up to it?
오!
Yes!
오, 하늘남.
What the heck? What happened here? No!
오! 뭔데? 뭐지?
Welcome, adventurer. I am the tutorial.
이름이
Guardian of
튜토리얼이야?
gameplay, explainer of controls.
Use the left stick to move the character.
그래.
Well done.
If you walk up to an object, context-sensitive actions will be displayed. Walk up to that big lever and press X.
레버.
The robot has used the lever, as this seemed logical to him.
Now press circle so that the robot looks at the lever rather than uses it.
쳐다보게 하는 것도 있어?
Excellent. The robot thinks the lever is working.
But if that's so, then where
그냥
is the problem?
조사구나.
That hatch over there, walk up to it and press X.
The little chap seems to think there are advanced engine mechanics hidden behind there. Perhaps that's where the problem is.
Press X again next to the hatch.
오. 태엽이 고장났나?
First time you press X will allow you to look. The second to use.
Why? Because after a player character has looked at something, the most logical thing to do next is use it.
It's quite simple. Press circle when you want to look at something. Press X in order to do whatever that character thinks is the next most sensible move. Is the machine working again? Walk up to the lever and press X.
자, 땡겨. 헐. 뭔데 이번엔 또?
There appears to be a new problem. Better take a closer look at the engine.
헐.
Oops. That wasn't very helpful. Please pick up both gears by pressing X. If you can reach several
챙기고. 오.
Great work. Items you pick up will go into your inventory.
You open and close your inventory. To use an inventory item, select it with X.
Use one of the gears in
이거를 쓰고.
Excellent.
큰 기어를 장착.
Perfect.
기름칠. 자,
That should do it. Time to crank it up.
이 게임은 더 북 오브 언리튼 테일즈 2편이고요. 어드벤처 게임이에요. 전형적인 퍼즐을 풀면서 스토리를 진행시켜 나가는. 엽. 2편인 걸로 봐서 1편도 있겠죠? 가만히 1편은 해보지 않았지만 한국어화가 돼서 2편이 나왔네요. 아, 이거 보니 갑자기 원숭이 섬의 비밀 다시 하고 싶어졌다.
You can examine objects in the inventory.
뭔데?
open the
챙겨봐. 뭔데? 조사합시다. 오.
Great. You found a few items in the toolbox.
아, 진짜 이거 진짜
Move
어드벤처네.
these items on each
진짜
other
순수
by
어드벤처네.
initially selecting the first object with X and then using
Try to repair the figure in the inventory.
이걸로 안 돼? 망치. 뭔데? 모형을 수리하라며. 아, 모형 먼저 챙겨야 되는구나. 자. 오. 이거 어떻게 수리해? 아, 합성.
Well done.
오.
Now place the figure back in its rightful place on the balcony of the...
자, 갖다 놔. 엽. 당겨.
Excellent. You are now ready. One last test before I go. Press square. All interesting objects in the scene will be displayed.
Good luck with your adventures in the Book of Unwritten Tales 2.
노련한 수리공.
I'm worried about you.
Oh, Mother.
What's wrong with you?
Everything's fine.
No.
뭔데?
You don't look well at
엘프임?
all. Positively, rotund. It is unseemly for an elf princess to cope with her frustrations by comfort eating. If you carry on like this, you won't fit into your wedding dress.
I don't have any intentions of marrying anytime soon.
Oh, darling, we've been through that already. Prince Lalilos is going to be arriving next week. You will like him. He's charming and... Look, he sent us a picture of himself and his sister.
Which of the two is the sister?
The elf nobility, unfortunately, has not got any unshaven Neanderthals to offer. You'll just have to get used to that.
I don't have the slightest interest in that person. Not anymore.
You are at the heart of the elf kingdom, in the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad.
아니 무슨
tired,
그러면서
or
정략 결혼을 시키려고 해.
I only want what's best for you, Ivo.
엄마가 잘못했네. 제일 듣기 싫은 말이죠. 다 널 위해 하는 거야, 이런 거.
Have you seen this prince? A vain river elf who's only interested in topping up his tan. I'm to spend hundreds of years in the company of
그러게,
someone I
엘프는
don't
수백
love.
년이네.
Not me.
탈출하나 그래서?
And how? She will try anything and everything. Nothing's more important to her than getting me married off. And you really think it's appropriate for me to be locked in here too, eh? Yes, only what's best for me. She always says that. I didn't want to tell Mother, but I've not been feeling
이름도
too well
짹짹이야?
lately, Chief.
좀 대충 지었다.
I'd say the same thing, but we elves hardly ever get ill. Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in the human world and they have some very strange ideas about personal hygiene. Well, I thought perhaps it's a
멈춰줘.
curse. Oh, no, you won't.
아니, 쟤 뭐라고
I'll
하는지
take care
번역 좀
of it
해줘.
myself. Mother would make a state occasion out of it. I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a medical book down in the library. No, rest is not what I need just now.
도서관에
I'll go
가자.
down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone, just like a grown-up elf. I'm not going to be stopped, neither by locked doors nor by you.
오. 그릇.
Normally this bowl is full of fruit. Presumably Mother has decided I should be
살집.
without such things whilst I am, as she says,
땅콩에
positively
기름이 얼마나
rotund.
많은데.
Fresh water from the spring brook, the little stream that rises here in the castle and provides for the whole valley.
근데 이 친구는
People
누구한테
come from far and wide to
설명하는
drink
거지?
it. A beautiful red flower. It was only put here a few days ago. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks nice in my room. And then it's replaced and planted in the garden. Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience. Since Nate left without saying so much as a word,
오. 일로 가봐. 이게 뭔데 그림?
The times when the others were here in the elf burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying to make...
오.
Wilbur was so excited. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about...
인간 시절 때 친구들인가?
Complete idiot.
아, 네이트네. 츤데레인가 봐. 네이트를 내심 좋아하지만
I had my birthday during the few weeks that we spent living together. That was a big deal for Wilbur. He couldn't understand that the significance of birthdays tends to fade after a few hundred years. He insisted on making me a present.
짹짹이.
Cheap survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist on it. He told everyone for months how he defended me from all the evils of the world and then only just escaped with his tail feathers intact.
그 1년 사이의 이야기가 북 오브 어니튼 테일즈 1편인가봐요. 아쉽게도 1편을 해보지 못해서 얘네의 그 모험이 뭔지는 알 길이 없습니다만 2편이 재밌으면 뭐 나중에 1편도 구해서 한번 해보도록 할게요.
Hey, Cheap. Most birds love a mirror because they believe they can see another bird in it. You just love them because you can't get enough of yourself. I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't incarcerated in here.
이따 봐.
See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a... My
보석함.
jewellery box serves as a podium for the vertically challenged narcissist.
열어.
Could you please move aside? I want to get into my jewellery box.
안 비켜줌.
He doesn't listen to me anymore since I almost caused him to be roasted by fireballs, decapitated by... Mother has permitted him to disregard any of my orders that go against her wishes. His interpret...
누구한테 설명하는 건지 잘 모르겠지만 문.
Mother's locked me in, as if I was... Since I secretly escaped from the elf...
침대를 봅시다.
I've been sleeping badly of late. I've never been ill, but something is... An envoy from the Far East. Wherever I go, I always...
오르골 열기. 개찰붐.
The music box. A guard with a spear and shield, and like all elves...
어디서 많이 들어본 음악인데?
Hey... When I was out there with the humans, it was the first time... Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the terror? Oh, you don't understand. If I could, I would go... You want to... See you later. Yes, of course I'll...
갑자기 왜 부금이 웅장해지지? 일단 발코니로 나갑시다. 해바라기.
We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite.
몇 알 챙기자.
Apologies, I need a few of your seeds.
뭐 없군요. 망원경.
I used to look into the woods for days on... Now I know, and I think I miss it. I've seen much... Here in the Elf Burrow, everything is so...
정원으로 내려갑시다.
It may not be befitting of a princess, but this isn't the first... I'm just doing my morning exercises. I wasn't going to.
아나 저게 감시타네.
He would, however, make a beeline to Mother and...
해바라기 씨앗을 짹짹이한테 줘야 되는 각이에요. 딱 보니까. 안녕 짹짹아.
Hey,
자,
fancy some delicious sunflower seeds? You want the seeds? I want to get out of this room.
과연 이 단순한 수작질에 넘어갈까?
I would never do that. I know that royal servants are unbribable, but... Then perhaps not. See you later. Yes, of course I'll be...
안 통함.
Oh, cheap. I'll have to...
제길.
It may not be befitting. Okay, he's...
이쪽을 안 보고 있대. 아나.
Oh, there is... Perhaps you'd like...
끈질기네.
No chance.
기절시키면 안 됨?
I've still got some seed. I've still got some seeds and shouldn't... One can almost see the... Mother would...
일단 안 본 게 있을 수 있으니까 조사를 싹 한번 해봅시다. 아 그래, 저 보석함을 아직도 못 열었단 말이야? 그냥 음악 나오고 끝이야? 보석함 열 거야. 비켜봐.
Cheap. The... Oh.
거울.
Cheap. He strikes a pose and then...
거울 챙기기.
Cheap. I only need... Oh, he's not budging. Hey, cheap.
아예 버텨.
Oh, he's not...
찌사한 놈.
If I'm to get out of the... If I'm to get out of... Wilbur didn't know that autumn would last for years to come and that elves don't... Mother looked at the hat with so much revulsion.
조사를 몇 번 다 해봅시다. 일단 그럼.
Normally this bowl... No.
오, 꽃.
A delicate... A delicate... When Nate and the others lived here, I don't know why, but I... And Cheap was ordered...
나 꺼내서 다른 데다 놔야 되나? 아, 그릇에 놓을 수 있네. 그럼 지가 날아와서 먹겠지?
Cheap, would it be possible for you...
오, 보석함과 거울을 챙길 수 있겠다.
Don't say I never look...
거울 챙기고. 오. 거울이 없음. 빡침. 오, 절로 갔다. 그러면 보석함.
Pearls, precious... all the stuff. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't...
못 챙겨?
The box as well as its hinges and lockers...
거울을 여기? 자, 거울을 이쪽에다 두면
Hey, withdrawal symptoms? A contented... I just need... You don't need to turn your head away.
오! 노래가 끝나면 잠듦.
He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply...
좋았어. 이때다. 탈출하자. 혹시
I'm going to have to take a
모르니
few more of your...
씨앗 좀 챙기고 내려갑시다.
Let's go.
오. 아, 거울. 거울도 챙겨야 될 수도
As
있겠다.
expected, my parents are in the throne room.
어떻게 올라가려고? 어떻게 올라간 거야? 뭐지? 혹시 모르니까 일단 다 챙겨봅시다. 어디가? 거울은 못 챙기네요. 아니야, 잘못 눌러서 가지마. 자, 내려갑시다. 분재.
A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Huh.
헐,
I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you
볼일
while
보고
I'm
있었어.
in the morning.
아니, 저 나무 똥 싸고 있었어.
You mean...
Anyway,
뭔가
what
흙으로
can I do for you, my
덮었는데.
little beauty?
The garden always...
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous.
You have got green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day.
You tree shepherds do a great...
The trees just stand there. What do they need a shepherd? Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd dog?
Mother put me on a diet this morning.
Oh, everything has to be perfect. Or rather, everything is perfect if you just let nature run its course.
You tell that to Mother.
I have, many times.
Now then.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade.
나이 엄청 먹었는데 아직도 저래?
You and Father.
Ah, no one understands more about nature than him, that's for sure. But I don't often ask him for help. Thinking has never got a field dug, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a theorist.
Ah, the mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth. Oh,
What are you up to today?
oh, the usual. You know, it never rains and
Ah, the curse.
the weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30 years we've had autumn.
Time passes differently in the elf burrow. Slower.
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather and the usual seasons, there'd be a lot more variety here.
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. I just don't know what's wrong with that plant over there.
식물에 문제가 있어? 벌.
Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to...
If you're going in, it'll be...
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
Arbor's obvious. Hi, Arb.
Oh!
Have you found...
Nope, I haven't. difficult case.
See you later.
See ya!
이름이 아보야. 꽃.
It doesn't look very well at all. Normally they blossom in our good earth. Not
벤치.
a lovely spot, so long as the
벌집 보기.
Mother thought it was unseemly of. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer.
뭐지? 벤치에 앉기.
I don't have any time to rest.
뭐야, 왜 또 그럼?
This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see. At the moment, it's no.
덤불을 봅시다.
I don't know the names of all the plants. Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down. Shite beerwood.
쓰레기 맥주나무. 돌보기.
Handy smooth stone.
돌 챙길 수 있네. 엽.
Arbor's. There's only a little water left in the bird. I, however, think that the constant need to.
행복한
That's a
버드나무.
weeping willow. The spring brook emerges up there. It's still. That leads up to the. Mother will be conduct.
호수를 봅시다.
There are elf-made ponds and streams all over the palace ground. Their water's said to have healing powers. No wonder considering where it comes from. There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they were planted there. They don't grow in the wild so high up the mountains.
수초
Can't
챙길
think
수
of
있어?
any use for a water. A friendly gift from nature, taken without permission. A handy smooth stone. The reed from the garden pond.
파이프.
I don't really know much about reeds or pipes, but if I'm...
뭐 파이프를 쓸 데가 없네? 벌집 찌르기?
Isn't there a turn of phrase like, as long as the bees are wide awake?
아, 못해. 돌멩이? 호수에 돌 던지기?
If it were possible to hit...
뭐 이게 쓸데없는 게 띄어? 문에다 못 던지나? 못 던지네? 일단 이쪽으로 가봅시다. 뭔가 많다.
A present from one of the strange folk up there. The men... I think it's some...
주사위?
There's a selection of cubes here.
칼?
Swords of all the... It's become less frequent over the last...
드워프하고도 사이가 별로 안 좋은가 봐요?
This flower clearly... It comes from a... It's said that the flower of this plant... Why do so many people hate this?
뭐지, 무기로 쓰나? 헐.
Now that explains why...
뭐... 챙긴 거야?
What have we got here then? Aha.
오, 책.
Ah, Almanac of Elf Medicine.
Ow!
뭔데?
Be careful if you
책이 말함.
please.
A speaking book.
An ill elf?
Ill elf.
Take it easy.
Young one.
And you look...
I do?
No, of course not. But the mere fact that I've been fished out...
I haven't been feeling too well recently.
임신한
I'm
거 아니야?
sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill. But if it's not...
Seldom ill does not... Elves can, for instance...
Oh, please.
It is one of the most...
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world.
Like what?
To be completely...
Are you...
Very...
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis?
I am a magical medicine.
I've never encountered...
Of course not. In the magical library in Seastone, all books can talk.
You were probably given to us by someone from Seast...
Right, I was... As I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much. We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past and
Then that's probably also the reason why...
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate. Over the years, the songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted, a little here, a little there. This editorial process is nothing more than refined. And who can prove otherwise? That
I demand...
sometimes
I...
a placebo make the potion.
And if it...
Have you been...
No?
Then it can't. No, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
It is very... You need to pound together the green fruit of a metis bush.
결국 벌집을 들쑤셔야 된다는 얘기네.
herring, and then mix with water.
Oh,
It's med...
and if I drink...
We will...
Thank...
Normally, it... You...
자, 그러면은 한 40분 정도 지났는데 일단 이번 편 여기서 녹화 끊고 다음 편에 이어서 해보겠습니다. 간만에 어드벤처 게임이라 한번 해봐야겠어. 저장도 있네. 오. 다음 편에 봬요.